every client
So that's why every
have,
time I see it, I see you smiling.
because I enjoy it.
Yeah, you love it.
I don't have clients that come in and just drain me. They come in, they always give me energy to train. They're eager, I'm eager with them.
Yeah.
But as long as they come in with that enthusiastic energy going, I'm ready.
That's important for people to know. Sometimes people just don't mesh well.
No.
And maybe that person needs to find a different trainer and maybe they'll have better results.
I always tell my clients, anytime you want to try somebody else, please by all means do that. Right. Now, I can't hold this spot for you, so when you come back, you got to take whatever's left.
Right.
So, and most of them say, I stay, you know.
Right.
Because I try to give out that positive energy. I don't care how bad my day is, but when I step in that door, it's all about the client.
What do you think the biggest difference is between the guys that you have trained that have gotten to the championship level and maybe some guys that have fallen short?
Dedication. Yeah. You have to be dedicated to this. This is a very selfish sport. It's all about who? Me. See? So if you don't have that mentality, you're not going to make it. If you're going to go out there and say, oh, I'm going to share this with this person, that person, you're going to fall short.
You need to have a little bit of an ego,
So
maybe.
Not ego, just that dedication.
Right.
Ego is that you go in there and it's, you know, you're too good for anybody and everybody. But that dedication means you go in there and you work hard because you're dedicated to, it's like a job. You become dedicated to a job, so you stay there. That's why people stay at jobs 35, 40 years.
Right.
They're dedicated to their job. This is the same thing. I'm dedicated to this. I love it. I love when people come in. It's not, what would I do without it? You know?
Yeah, what do we do without it?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
We come in this gym and we have that challenge within us. I'm going to do this today. I don't care how heavy it is, I'm going to make it work for me. So we do. You know what? If you're my client, I don't care who comes in here. How you doing? Now it's about you.
Right.
I can't focus on them because you're my client. My focus goes toward you. I'm friendly, but there'll come a point in time where I have to pay attention to the person I'm with. I've never had anyone, not one single client, hurt themselves. Why? Because I'm on top of it.
That's amazing.
I'm on top of it. I'm at. Don't move. Sit. Don't move till I come back. I grab some water, come right back. That means sit. That don't mean as soon as I walk over that way you jump and start doing something. Now it's on you, not me.
Right. So
yeah.
You worked with a lot of different people. I mean, not just bodybuilding. I think a lot of people think of you as just strictly bodybuilding, but you've worked with a lot of people that just want to be in better shape, people that want to feel better, guys like Magic Johnson, and the list goes on and on of celebrity people that you've worked with.
You know what? Right now, I have a 83-year-old grandmother that wants to train.
That's awesome.
Now, she could only afford to pay me my fee for just one session a week. And so I said, okay, you want to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
So she's in there training hard. She's having fun. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I do so much for other people. You need more than one day. So what did I do? For the same amount, I gave her 2 days.
Oh, there you go.
And now she's just loving it. You know, it's just, you see something in a person and you want to go out and help them.
Yeah.
You don't want to just keep taking. Why not give something back?
Right.
She needed 2 days. She could only afford 1 day. I gave her 2.
Oh, that's really.
What's the difference?
That's
I don't care.
Yeah. What's the biggest difference when you're training some of these people? You know, when you were, and a while back you were working with some NFL guys. I don't know if you still do a lot of that. What's the biggest difference when you're working with kind of a regular athlete and somebody who's mainly after aesthetics?
There's no difference. You know, I'm going to push them hard,
no
matter what. I'm not trying to break them. I'm trying to improve them. So whatever it needs to improve them, that's what we're going to do.
Right.
And I tell them when they first come in, I said, look, if you're not willing to work, then it's not going to work between us. So maybe you might want to find someone else who's in here just because of who you are. That doesn't bother me.
Right.
I want you to be better.
So the same thing you said earlier about finding a weak point.
So I look and see what they're
find the weak point regardless of whether they're bodybuilding, powerlifting, or otherwise.
His name was Michael Sniper. He was not up there, but he was a golfer in the middle of it. And I read up on golfing and the swing and the movement and all that, right? And that's what we worked on. So we get the timing down and the swing down, where he needed to be strong at, where his core should be stronger. Right. We worked on that. His game improved. Why? because I worked on the weaknesses what he had.
And then you still had him do some of the basic
And
movements in
we
here,
did basic
bent over
movements.
rows,
Yeah, all the
shoulder
basic
presses,
stuff.
all
But
of
we
the...
mainly worked on that core strength. And that's what you need to come in between your toes.
What are some of your favorites? What are some of your go-tos that you've just used for a long time?
Basic movements. Yeah, they always work. You don't have to change anything. There's no instant magic. It's just basic movement works for everybody.
Just bent over rows, presses, different things.
It just depends on the individual. You make sure there's no weaknesses in the lower back because you got to strengthen all that first before you get to that. So there's a lot of bent over stuff, so you don't want to hurt that back. And you got to see how their posture is and stuff like this. So you may want to improve some of those things before going to some good basic movements. Yes.
Are there some things that maybe young bodybuilders and young people are missing about bodybuilding specifically that has been around for a long time that maybe have kind of gotten, that you've seen that pushed off to the side?
The thing of it is, everything changes. There's ways of doing rows without putting a lot of pressure or a lot of
You have very
exerting a lot of
specific
strength.
ways of doing
So
things.
I do things a little bit different. I'll create something just so that it can help. Or I'll go back and look in books and find things that they used back in the day so that they could use it now.
Yeah.
And those things work. So that's what we do.
When it comes to diet, how different are we really? You hear people say, oh, everybody's different, everybody's different.
Well, what works for you is not going to work for me. It depends on your metabolism, how your body assimilates the food that you're putting in. Right? That's me. You see, I've never had a weight problem. So the minute I quit eating as many meals, I go down in weight. Real quick.
Yeah.
I mean quick. So I have to be careful. I have to make sure I eat the proper amount of meals in order to keep my weight up. Otherwise, I'm going to lose.
How can some of these young people that are listening right now gain some size? With some
Proper
simple
nutrition.
things.
Proper nutrition. You know, slow gains mean you're going to hold on to it. Fast gains, you're going to get there and you're going to lose almost all of it. So, who wants to fast? You want something that's going to stay with you. So you always want to try to make sure you're eating properly, you're doing good cardio, and you're doing that good resistance training.
That's your pushes. Where it's at. Yeah. Yeah. Where it's at is where you feel the contract, right? Yeah. Right there.